Hello goat lovers, Crystal here with Blue Cactus Dairy Goats, and we are just a week away from our first due date, you guys. So before we know it, we are going to have baby goats on the ground, and naturally we're all very excited about it. But I am going to ask that you guys just be patient with us, because once babies start hitting the ground, things are going to get crazy. They are all due right around the same week period, but we are going to film all of the births and we are going to get them to you as soon as possible. But the good news is nobody needs to wait on our spring soap line anymore. So our spring soap line is now available on Etsy. So head on over to our Etsy shop. The link is below. So this is our blue jasmine bar. It is absolutely one of my favorite spring soap bars. It smells amazing and it is just so gorgeous, and not to mention it is just wonderful on the skin. Alright, so this soap is going to be 3 different colors, and then we are going to swirl them together. So one of the colors is yellow. So we are going to use annatto for the yellow coloring. It is my favorite natural colorant for yellow or orange. It's gorgeous. We are also going to be using white kaolin clay with just a little bit of indigo. It's going to give it a really pretty lighter blue color. And for the green portion of the bar, we have green clay, and we also have spirulina. And of course, you cannot have a jasmine bar without the jasmine essential oil. Now, jasmine essential oil is known to improve skin tone by promoting the production of collagen and elastin, which are essential for maintaining skin elasticity and firmness. So that is awesome for this essential oil. So we're going to start with my base oils here that may or may not include olive oil, castor oil, shea butter, and coconut oil. And then that beautiful jasmine essential oil, we are going to just start by pouring that in. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is add some of this oil here to my clays and powders. And the reason being is I want to make sure that this is mixed up and liquefied and not a powder when I add the soap batter in. It just helps it mix in a lot easier. So, move this to the side. And all I do is just add equal parts of the oil to the powder I'm using. Okay. Perfect. All right, now we're just going to stir it all together. Make sure the oil and clays are all incorporated. And it just helps clear out any of those lumps from the clay. And again, it's going to blend into our soap batter much easier, so that I don't have to blend it a whole bunch and get it too thick on me too quick. So that is the purpose. All right. And now I did the blue first because it's going to hide in the dark green, and I don't have to clean my utensils or use multiple utensils going from one color to the next. So just stir this together. And green clay is one of my favorite clays, actually. It is so earthy. And it's just, it makes your skin so smooth. And then the spirulina in here also helps with elasticity in the skin. So spirulina is always a really nice additive too. So now we are ready for the lovely doe's milk. And it's just gorgeous. It's like white gold, I'm telling ya. Love it. So we're just gonna add that into our oils here. Go. And now we're just going to blend it until it's completely incorporated. Beautiful. Okay, so now we are ready for our lye. Okay, Okay, just gonna pour the lye over carefully. Just pour it over your stick blender. Good. Now, what I'm going to do here is just stir it all together. I want the lye and the oils completely mixed together, but I'm going to not stick blend it yet because I'm just trying to keep it as thin as possible for as long as possible to get the design in the middle of the bar that I'm trying to achieve. So by just stirring it all together, and it is obvious when it is incorporated completely, it's just saving me some time on the thickness of the soap. That is all. Oh my goodness, it smells so pretty. What it actually smells like, you guys, is like when you walk into a floral shop. It's been forever since I've walked into a floral shop, but it just smells so pretty, and all the different flowers, and this jasmine just kind of smells like that. Okay, so I need some blue and some green. One more. There we go. Okay, push these to the side. So the batter here is going to be my yellow. So I'm going to add the annatto to this. And if you've ever seen me try to get the perfect amount of annatto, I'm not very good at it, and I blame it on the actual opening. So whatever, it's the spout's fault, not mine. I'm aiming for 20. $18, $19, $20. Check me out. And then I gave it another drop when I actually did it. Okay. Now annatto loves to stain everything, so just be careful with it if you use it. But again, it is one of my favorites for natural coloring. So the yellow is going to be the lighter of the colors. So we're gonna do yellow, then we're gonna do the blue, and then we're gonna do the green. So again, the only purpose to going lighter to darker is just so you don't have to change out your utensils or say your stick blender. So I am going to get the yellow first. Just kind of stir that color in a little bit. Because right now at this point it's a little shallow in my container, so I am going to tilt it a little. Even though my blender is fully submerged, once you start actually emulsifying it, it pulls that down, and it can really pull in a lot of air. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tilt it so it's deeper. Here we go. And I don't want to blend very long, so now I can't really get all the way around there. I'm just gonna give it a little stir. Here we go again. Just one more little blend. Okay, that should be good, and I don't want to mess up with the annatto and overblend because annatto loves to thicken your soap up quicker. It'll bring it to trace a lot quicker than if it wasn't in there. So, push this to the side. And now our blue. Good. And lastly, the green. Good. All right, so on the bottom is going to be the green. So, here, just show you guys. That's what it does. So it's still a good consistency. I'm not stressing that at all, but if I keep yakking away, I should be. All right, so we're doing equal parts in each, or aiming for it. Here we go. Just a little more. Holy moly, Jasmine is pretty, you guys. It smells great. Okay, I'm just gonna spread that out. There's a little air bubble. All right. Okay. There we go. And now we're going to put equal parts of the blue down. Just give it a little stir. And what I'm going to do is use my spatula here, because I don't want it puncturing the soap. I would like to be the one who decides that. So just gonna kind of pour it over the spatula so it just kind of sits on top of that soap there. Let's just check. I want equal parts again. And no. Let's check that. Perfect. Scrape it out. There we go. All right, and same thing, just gonna kind of level it out. There we go. Okay, so I would like to see the annatto portion of the soap a little less thick, but it's still okay here. We're still doing good, guys. Just making sure I stir it so it is a smooth consistency. And then we pour. I'm going to fill the molds here. Alright, let's just see where we're at. Okay. Because of my topping, I can add a little bit more of this. So I can make these ones kind of heaping, which I love big bars, so that's okay with me. Okay, just gonna kind of smooth out the heap in here. Isn't that such a pretty yellow? You can literally get so many shades from yellow to dark orange, and the color stays true, so that is awesome. A lot of natural ingredients will actually completely come out a different color than you expected, or a different color than what the ingredient actually is, and that's fun. Not really. Okay, so we are using the hanger again, you guys. This has actually become one of my favorite tools because you can get such pretty swirls, and designs, and just depending on how you decide to use this in your soap, it varies. So you can do a lot of different things with this silly little hanger here, but here's what we're gonna do for the Jasmine bar. We are going to start on the edge here, go down, come over a little, come up, go down, over a little, come up. And throughout the whole soap, we're gonna do this. All right, we did that. Now in the other spots, we're gonna do it again, where we haven't already went down. There we go. And ideally, some of the blue and green are coming up to the top. And the reason being, it just makes the topping a little prettier. But okay, so I did that. Now what I'm gonna do is go in here in the middle, and I'm gonna go like this. A couple swirls this way, go back, a couple swirls that way, right? Okay. And there's your soap back, thank you. All right, same for this one. Down the side, over a little, up, down, up, down, and up. Now again in the other areas. So this one's bringing some blue up for me. There we go. And there we go. All right, so down the middle, swirly whirly, swirly whirly whirly. Okay. That's all you do to get a cool swirl in there. So that wasn't so hard, was it? All right, so now all I'm gonna do is make sure to go through the soap and just pat it all down and even it out. So like, you know, soap got brought, there's more soap on this end than the other. Just kind of smooth that out. Oh, down the crack of the mold, you guys. Jeez. Okay. All right, now this one, just pat it down. It's not gonna mess up your design, so don't worry about that. The first time I tried that, tried the hanger actually, it totally pulled all the soap up with it because it was so thick and just left a big gaping kind of hole there. And I was quite frightened. Everything was ruined. And then, of course, to make sure there was no air bubbles, I had to do this, and then I was certain it was going to be ruined because I messed with it. Sure enough, it wasn't. Okay, so, of course, you guys know we can't move on without cleaning the sides here. And while I'm cleaning the sides, the topping for this soap is this is the only soap that I actually use this particular topping for, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's fun, it's extremely satisfying, and it's easy. So for this topping, I'm going to use the small spatula, and what I'm going to do is just go up along the sides and kind of bring it up, and then on the other side and bring it up. And it just puts this really, really cool soap topping together. And just another tip too, the first time I ever did this, I came all the way to the side of the mold here, and went down and up. And man, when you unmolded it, it made such a mess, and there were so many little crumbles of soap. It really was not ideal. So I am not going to come all the way to the side of this mold here. Instead, I'm going to do almost, and here we go. So I'm just going to go down a little bit and up. You're just kind of like pushing it. Like so. I don't know what it is, I just love that. Love it. Alright, now this one's going to give us some blue. I swirled it enough. They'll both be really swirled throughout. Alright. Oh, that is just the cutest, man. Flip her around. we go again. So I'm not looking to push it over necessarily, so you kind of got to go down and bring it up, and then it does its little swirly thing. Here, I'm trying to focus too hard. Really. There we go. Oof. That's it. I love it. I love that topping. So nice. All right, check her out. So it's a really fun, just different topping, right? And I think it's perfect for our Jasmine bar. So, but it does make me want to like kind of design a whole bar around that topping because I like to do it. So, but anyway, that is how you make the Jasmine bar, and it is super easy peasy, guys, and you're gonna love it. All right, you guys, so I am gonna get this soap in the cooler box while you guys head on over to our Etsy shop and get yourself some spring soap. Of course, you're gonna wanna make sure you get some blue jasmine. You're going to love it as much as you love all of the other spring soaps. So again, the link to our Etsy shop is in the description below, and you can take advantage of free shipping through the end of March. And other than that, you guys, we will be having baby goats soon, and we will see you when they arrive.